Flying Saucers Resources, and today I am going to show you how to create a tornado in a jar. And you can use it to teach Colossians chapter 1 verses 15 through 20 about the sovereignty and power of God. Let's do this. Here's a list of the materials that you will need to make a tornado in a jar. You need a jar that has a lid that tightens well on it. I tried 2 different size jars. I'll show you in a minute why I like the smaller one better. You will also need dish soap, water, and glitter. I know, glitter can be a nightmare, but it'll be okay, I promise. So let's try this out. You're gonna fill the water to just under the top of the jar, about where the glass starts to bend in towards the top. You fill it up with water, put in a small drop of dish soap, very small, and then shake in some glitter. I didn't use a lot of glitter, but enough. And then when you tighten down the lid, you want to make sure it's really tight because you don't want the water to come flying out. And then shake it real well. Then when you apply your centripetal force, you will have a really cool tornado in a jar. But I think I like a smaller jar better because I think it's easier to twist around. And it's really neat because in the jar you can see the cloud, and it'll show you the vortex, and even it'll show you how the tornado can pick up debris down towards the bottom. So it kind of shows you the whole shape and how the tornado works. So the vortex of a tornado is really interesting how it forms, because you have warm, moist air from the south and you have drier, cooler air from the north. Now, depending on where you are in the United States, you might have children who have lived through tornadoes. Be aware of this and even ask the children if they have a tornado story. Just be aware that tornadoes can be scary things, but it's important for us to remember that God is sovereign and He is more powerful than a tornado, because after all, He is the one who created the tornado in the first place. Because see, the parts of the air, you would think that this cold air and this warm air would just kind of mush together, but it doesn't work that way. You see, hot air wants to rise, cold air wants to go down, and our Earth is rotating. And all of these facts, when they come together at a certain specific time and everything is right, a tornado can become organized and can appear. Now, it seems kind of funny to think about a tornado being organized because it creates chaos. But that's the truth that we kind of want to get across to our children, is that when life is chaotic, we need to remember that our God is a God of order. And that's where Colossians chapter 1 verses 15 through 20 come in. I don't want to read the whole thing for you, but a big verse that I love in here is verse 17, where it says He, and I like to take all the pronouns out of these verses and substitute it with Jesus's name, where Jesus is before all things, and in Jesus all things hold together. I love that verse. And verse 18, He's the head of the body, the church. He's the beginning. He's the firstborn from the dead, so that He Himself will come to have first place in everything. And that's what we want to teach our kids, is that we should have Jesus in first place. Our God is not a God of chaos. He is a God of order, and He is a God of peace. In fact, it's through the blood of Jesus Christ that we are allowed to be at peace with God. If you want to teach this whole lesson, click the link below in the description. There is a lesson there that will take you to the whole script for the lesson. It also includes links to worship music and also has arts and crafts and prayer as a part of it. So take a look at that. Make sure you subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss any future videos. And I hope that you have a wonderful day. Thank you.